filled with love and kindness. When you open your heart and share it with the world and share it with those around you, letting that love and that life radiate out of you, you don't just make your home, the life with your partner, a better place. You also put a smile on the face of the planet. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program. If you are hearing my voice tonight for the first time, or if you are out there and you just stumbled upon this radio station and you're hearing my voice right now, I want to welcome you to the Lover's Hour, a special program dedicated to all those hearts out there filled with love, looking for passion, looking for romance. Welcome to Heartbeat. This is a program exclusive to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM that's dedicated to all the lovers out there. From the young lovers to the old flames, this is a program for you. You see, on Heartbeat, love is our business. Relationships are our bread and butter. We cultivate, we promote better understanding between the sexes. We also give you an environment for you to share and express your love. We also provide a forum for you to air out those troubles in your relationships, in your lives, that you're seeking an answer to, because matters of the heart is our business. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And I have the unique privilege tonight to take you down Lover's Lane, to take a journey with you through love, to understand love in all its beauties and complexities, to appreciate love, to celebrate love. So, join me tonight once again as we journey together towards growing in love, towards understanding the intricacies that create this thing, that four-letter word, that magical word that can build cities and that can crash mountains, that can penetrate the hardest rock and the deepest souls, that connects us, that binds us. Tonight, once again, we celebrate love. So don't go anywhere. Keep your dial locked. We have a very interesting package for you this evening. And of course, we'll open up the phone lines to you out there for you to call in and share your thoughts, to unburden your heart, and let us heal. Let us be that soothing balm, and let us provide you with some sort of information, some sort of answers, if that's what you're looking for tonight. So if you're lonely hearts out there, and you can hear the sound of my voice, or maybe you're snuggled up or cuddled up with that very special person that you call your heartbeat, or maybe you're a troubled heart this evening, looking for an answer to or solution to your relationship troubles, you've come to the right place. So keep your dial locked as we take this journey together. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat, a program dedicated to all the lovers, from the young loves to the old flames. This is your show, this is your time, this is your hour, this is a forum for you to express your love in all its beauties, in all its complexities, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Every love story has its tails and has its heads, has its highs and has its lows. We here on Heartbeat celebrate love in all the forms that it comes, however it is in your life. Whether you're looking for love, whether you're in love, or whether your love is in trouble. This is your forum. This is your time. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And in the immortal words of Charlie Chaplin, I'm a tramp, a gentleman, a poet, a dreamer, a lonely fellow, always hopeful of romance and adventure. Tonight, tonight's topic comes courtesy of something I've heard. I think something that crossed my mind, and recently through a friend, it just kind of came up, and I decided, you know what? I think this is something we need to address. I think this is something we need to talk about. Now, the situation is this. I remember a few years ago, I was in a relationship. I was in a relationship with this lady, and of course, we're all human beings, and nobody's perfect, and nobody gets to where they are. Even people who seem in perfect relationships, if you look through and you look closely, you see that they've done a lot of work to make it seem like there's perfection. There's been a lot of arguments, there's been a lot of fights, there's been a lot of getting to know one another, letting go of fears and anxieties, letting trust bloom and grow for that relationship to get to that point. So if you see a couple or you see a relationship that you're idolizing, there's been a lot of work that has gone into it to get it to that level where it seems like these two people are walking on air. Now, the reason I bring this up is I was in this relationship a few years ago. And one thing about me personally, I tend to try and express myself. I think at heart, I'm a bit of a romantic. And the little things to me count in a relationship. If it's a phone call, if it's a text message, especially text messages, now, just a message from that special person to you, just, a little rhyme. I remember those good old days where you would write, remember those days when they had these books, these text message books where maybe you had a little poem or a little write-up, something romantic, something sweet. Now, I'm a bit of a romantic in that regard. Anybody who knows me knows I like text messaging. I like typing it up, taking my time, and not using short forms. Just taking my time, think of something creative or imaginative, and sending that message out there. For me, that taking that time to actually do that shows that one, that person means something for you, to take out that time in your day to come up with something original. I don't mean fake, I mean original. Come up with something original and present. Just a little rhyme, a little lyric, a little poem, something. You sit down, it comes to you, you write it out, you type it out, and you send. Now, I'm a bit of a romantic like that. I like messages. And for me, it's not about the big moments in a relationship, it's the little things. Those little in-between moments, those quiet expressions of love. That's what counts for me. And also another thing for me, I won't say I'm big into romantic gestures. I'm not. But it's those little droplets of thoughtfulness that make the relationship grow. Now, before I get into the story I wanted to tell, this just came to my head. I remember while I was serving during my NYSC, there was this girl I was dating. And I remember this. We were in a state. I won't call the state I served in, and I won't say the year. But I was served in a western state, and There was this day in particular. We were both in the same CDS group. For those who don't know, it's a community development group. We're both in the same CDS group. We all had a long day. It was exhausting. So she invites me back to her place, and I follow her home. And by the time we get in, we realize there's no water. Now, bear in mind that this is a place where water was kind of hard to come by. There wasn't any running water. Where to fetch the water from the well or the borehole was a bit of a distance. So get into the house and realize, being exhausted, tired, everybody wants to bath, they just want to cook, and there's no water to do any of these things. And now she's exhausted, I'm tired, and now she's frustrated on top of the fact that there is no water. Now she leaves the room, and without thought, without thinking, I get up. I grab, I think it was 25 liters, 2 jerry cans. I walk the distance. It was a bit of a distance. I walk the distance. I go fetch the water, and I come back. And as I'm coming back, I see her standing on the road, and she's looking at me, and there are tears in her eyes. And so I was panicked. I put down the kegs. I ran over. What's wrong? What's the matter? She was crying on the road. I thought maybe something had happened. Maybe a relative had died, maybe fire. I don't know. It was an odd situation. I rush over there and, excuse me, what's the problem? What's the matter? And she tells me, the tears were not tears of sadness. They were tears of joy. And apparently she was just seeing me coming with the water, showing that thoughtfulness. It just made her fall more for me. These were her words. Now, I did this out of, she needed the help. There was no water. Might as well, just help out, help this person out, help my partner or whoever, just help her out and get some water. It wasn't a planned gesture. It was just, I think, just something off the cuff of my head. I mean, it was just a true, genuine act, just something like that. And according to her, because of that, that act, she had fallen more deeply for me. Now, why am I saying this? Now, just genuinity, like my father would say, genuinity. Genuinity comes from thoughtless or selfless actions. Unconscious actions is what breeds genuinity. Now, the story for the day. I was in a relationship, and like I say, I'm a bit of a romantic, and I don't mind calling. I mean, I don't mind sending you a message to let you know how I feel. Just, express myself. This is how I feel. I like you. I love you, whatever. Just let my partner know how much they mean to me and how important they are to me. And I do that sometimes in texts, in calls, in chats, whatever. Now, my partner was the exact opposite. She was like a stone. Guys, you've been in a situation where you send somebody, maybe you type up that little message, or you send something, you try and express yourself to that person, and the person replies with not even an okay, not an O and a K, it's a K. As in, I can't even understand that. People who do that, who type with the KK, instead of just O and K, and they type KK and they tell you it's a short form of OK, that is just, it's not even, I think it's just a level of laziness. If you can't write 0, that's O and K, you have to do it a K, and then maybe you tell this person how you feel and it's thanks, or, it's, that kind of deal. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. Now, this person was like a stone. Doesn't express her emotions, doesn't express how she feels. She's, that kind of a deal. And I remember confronting her on it. I'm like, these are the things I don't understand. She's like, oh, I'm not a romantic person. That was her answer. And now recently got into, I was talking with a friend, and he was complaining about his fiance. The same thing, she's not romantic. And her same exact words, I'm not a romantic person. Now, you're not a romantic person, but you expect your partner to express himself or herself and show that love when you yourself, in turn, are not doing the same. A relationship is both ways. These are some of the little things that kind of erode your relationships. When you say, when you come out and say, I'm not a romantic person, you don't think expressing yourself or expressing your feelings for your partner is something that is exclusive to you. Your partner can do it, but you are not going to do it. Whether it's a cultural thing, I think it's important in our relationships for us to make the effort to go the distance, to put some thought into it. Some thought, even if you can't do a thoughtless act, even if just let your partner know that they are important to you. It's important. Now, ladies, we all know how important it is, ladies, for a man to show you that he loves you, to prove you many times you hear a woman, prove to me that you love me, do this for me, do that, and he's going above and beyond to prove his love. Ladies, the same thing goes to you. Just the same way you want your man to prove that love to you or show you that love and affection is the same way you yourself in turn must show your same love and affection to your man. It has to come from both parties. If not, one person is just going to end up feeling cheated. I'm doing all these things. If one person is just going to end up feeling like I'm the one carrying the cross, I'm the one putting all the heart and work into this relationship to make things work, and you're like a fish, you're like a stone. So today, what I want to talk about are just a few tips, a few things for you to do, things for you to try and do to make your relationship last longer, to go the distance. You see, cultivating romance, it's a challenging task, especially if it's not something that's ingrained in you. But just like raising a plant, just like planting crops or seeds, you have to cultivate, you have to put in the work for your relationship to grow. Now, many people, you hear somebody complaining about, oh, my relationship, I don't understand what's going on. We become complicit, especially when there's that familiarity. Especially like in the beginning of a relationship, you always hear the same thing. Oh, he was so loving. He's so caring. Oh, she's this, she's heaven and earth. And then by the time that honeymoon phase, the light and the sparkle in the eye kind of shines and dims a bit, we don't take the effort. We don't make the effort to give our relationships that life. We take our partners for granted. We don't give our relationship that light for it to grow. We don't cultivate. We don't grow it. It dies like a plant. If you don't tend to it like a garden, the garden will rot. Now, there are little tips, there are also little rules too, that it may not guarantee success. What I want to tell you tonight may not guarantee success, but the truth is, if you will follow, even if it's one or two of these things, and try and apply it into your relationship, you see that the truth is that it can massively increase the chance of survival for your relationship, the chance of success, the chance of it for going the distance. And the first point I want to make is following your feelings. You see, you have to understand where your feelings, where they come from. Sometimes you don't even have to overanalyze or feel ashamed of them. Your feelings are your core truth. It is who you are, your core truth. And the truth is, to betray your feelings, to betray them, is to betray yourself. Now, the truth is, if they lead you away from a relationship, they are leading you away from your partner that you're in, maybe your relationship you're in, then you might as well just follow them. Follow them. Go away with them. But if your feelings are for your partner and they're right there, that's the point, that's where it's rooting you, then that's where you should be. Now, if your feelings, if your core feelings, like we said, relationships are your core truth. If your feelings, your core truth, are telling you this thing is not working between you and me, and you're trying to make it work by staying with someone because of maybe a fear of being alone or wasting your life. I've heard this a lot of times. How can I walk away from a relationship that I put 4 years into? I must make it work. That's where you fail. You see, you only be in any relationship because you continuously choose to be in that relationship from a place of knowing that you would be fine if you had to be on your own. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but follow your feelings. If you want a relationship to follow them, if your heart is in it, you genuinely love this person and you want to be there, then be with that person. Follow your heart. Don't be afraid, or don't feel ashamed to express yourself, to let your partner know that every day. But if your heart and your feelings are not there, then don't be ashamed or afraid to leave and walk away. My second point tonight I want you to think about is to focus on what is right and not what is wrong with your partner. We tend to do this all the time. Your partner does something wrong, you focus on all the negatives and forget the positive things, the good things, the things that made you even fall in love with that person, the things that that person does. Now, I've said this many times, human beings were not perfect species. There's a balance. We believe we live in the balance. What do I mean by this? The same amount of evil in every man has the same amount of good. The same capacity to do bad, he also has the same capacity to do good. Now, it depends on which side he tends to lean on. At some points, we are bad, and some points we're good. We're not all evil. At some point, like a Nigerian film will make you believe, oh, this wicked stepmother is wicked from beginning, middle, and end. No, it's not like a bad movie character. We are human beings. We have a capacity to do good. We have a capacity to do bad. Sometimes we're not perfect. In fact, we are not perfect. We make mistakes, of course. But then when you dwell on the negatives, you distract yourself from what's good. You see, like I said, there will always be elements of both, right and wrong. It's the balance that counts. Is there enough of that in that balance to make things work? Do you mostly feel happy with that woman or that man in your life, or do you mostly feel sad with that person in your life? What is that balance for you? Are you still attracted? Do you when on a normal day when you're in that relationship, does this person still make you laugh? Do you still feel attracted to that person? You see, if you fall out, maybe you fall out, maybe you're falling out of favor, you have to understand that solid trust, foundation of trust and kindness underneath whatever disagreement you have. Maybe you had an argument. Sometimes it might be a nasty argument, but then you have to remember the good, how it came to be. Hold on to those things, those core things. That's what makes the relationship survive, especially in the tough times. You see, when you talk over a problem, are you ready and willing to take responsibility for what you have contributed to by your actions, by your own thoughts? Or do you just choose to stick to the misunderstanding and lay blame and focus on the wrong or the wrong? You see, you have to understand this. If you're willing to look past all that and look to the person, to their true core, who is that person I fell in love with? Who's this person I'm connected to? You'll see that you'll solve and sail through any kind of problem. But if you're not willing to, your relationship can't last. That's not a way to cultivate it. So don't focus on the rights, the good things about your partner, and not focusing on the wrong, especially when it comes to an argument. You see, another thing is what you feel at the beginning of the relationship. What that feeling, that love that you feel that person does you, if they do me totori for mind or whatever, that feeling is not real compatibility. You must understand this. You see, what each of you feel in the early stages of relationship will have as much to do with wishful thinking and projections as about a real compatibility. You see, attraction. Scientists tell us that attraction is a complex mix of biology and psychology. What when you sometimes you ask if you ask a person, so what do you like about this? What do you like about this person? What made you what attracted you to this person? Sometimes you might not even have an answer to it. You don't know, but you just it's something inside that is connecting you with said person. You see, being wanted is not something you can rely on for, of course, a good caring or wanting or long relationship. Being attracted to this person is not the foundation for a relationship. It goes beyond that. You see, what if you don't become attractive? What if you're not wanted at that point in time? Maybe what you're looking for, she had at that point in time. Maybe if it's a physical thing. Oh, look at that. But then, of course, things change. Characters change. People change. What if you don't become the object of the attraction anymore? How does that relationship stand without concreteness, without that core truth to anchor it? You see, if you're not wanted, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. If you're not attractive to that person, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just the foundation wasn't there in the first place, because it goes beyond attraction. It goes beyond first sight. Oh, love at first sight. I think that thing for me is rubbish. It's attraction at first sight, not love. There is no love at first sight. Love goes deeper. It goes beyond. You don't just fall in love with someone instantaneously. You are attracted to that person. You can call it infatuation, but it's not love. You see, the foundation on which love can be built is friendship. I say that again, friendship. You're not marrying, your wife becomes your best friend. Your husband becomes your friend. If you are not friends, because friends can take a lot from each other. Friends can tolerate so much. Friends are the people who have your back and have seen you in and out and are standing by your side. That's what a foundation of love is built on. You see, like I said, friendship. Of course, we can be defined as a mix of fondness and admiration. If that combination is there, to be honest, you'll be able to weather any storm, any emotional storms of emotions, any storm that comes up in the relationship in any aspect, especially when a romantic, of course, when the love dies, when the romance fades off, when that honeymoon fades, that honeymoon phase goes off. That bond, that friendship is what connects you. It brings you closer towards resolving problems and staying together. Don't look at your relationship to be the main source of your validation. I think I've said this before. Happiness comes from within. If you define yourself by your partner or by your relationship, it defeats the whole purpose, because the day that relationship, like all relationships, like a wave, the day that it's at its lowest point, you use that to validate yourself. It's wrong. You see, you must find your inside self. You must remember that you are an individual. The two of you have come together. It's two individuals coming together, agreeing to be together. You must find that inside self. You see, love thrives. It grows when it is an act of sharing. When you're bringing to the table as much as your partner is bringing to the table. When you share. You see, a path for you to connect with the wholeness inside of yourself. If you are depending on your partner for that wholeness, for your partner to complete you, then you're going to fail, because, like I said, we're human beings. Nobody's perfect. Do you know how much? You can't be responsible for somebody else's happiness. It can't work. You are responsible for your happiness. A relationship is a validation, it's an extension. But essentially, you must have that confidence and self-worth and happiness within you, because happiness grows from here. If you're waiting on your relationship to provide that happiness for you, you'll be disappointed, because the day you guys argue, it's like the end of the world. The day you have a misunderstanding, it's like your spirit is crushed. But you have to be able to stand as your own person. You see, possessiveness in a relationship is I mean, for me, possessiveness because if you feel insecure, you instinctively want to keep that person close to you. If it's you want a girl always by your side. You want your man by your side. You question jealousy because you're always afraid of being abandoned. And then in a situation like that, you take things personally. You become fragile. Your ego, it kills your relationship. Your social needs. You're a social creature. You're an individual. It can't be validated by your relationship. It can't. You see, these kind of relationships, for it, that what cultivating your romance to last longer, it starts from the beginning. It starts from the foundation, that friendship level. It defines what the future will be. If you don't build a solid foundation, tomorrow the house will crumble. That house of love, that relationship crumbles to pieces. And don't ever feel you need to hold back loving entirely. You hear this a lot from people. You see, I think it's something that kills us. You see, it's a strong instinct, but it can be, of course, tragically self-fulfilling in its way. You see, when you hold back because you're afraid that this person is going to hurt you, your relationship, you're already condemning your relationship. It's doomed to fail from the start. I'm afraid to let go, but you have to. You want to cultivate a loving relationship. You must open yourself up. Give your heart to that person and let that person give themselves to you. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back your love. Don't be afraid. Especially men. Men, you feel, oh, I'm a man. It's not my job. It's the woman's job. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable with your partner. This is your partner. This is the person that you love. This is your friend. You can be vulnerable with your friends. Why can't you be vulnerable with your partner? Treat your partner, your wife, your girlfriend as your friend, your best friend. And women, we also have a problem too. You want your man to be a solid rocker, but then you turn around and you tell, hey, he's not talking to me. Hey, but you're supposed to be the man in the relationship. Don't be afraid to let him be the man in that relationship. But also, a man, also a true man in a relationship is also in touch with his feelings and knows where it touches him. A true man is not afraid to open up and be vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable with his woman. Now, women, you don't judge a man on that. It's not easy. Society has programmed men to be tough as lions and big and strong and, trying to flex his muscles because that's what society wants. But then, you also have to be vulnerable. You also have to feel that your weak spot, vulnerable with your woman. There's nothing wrong in that. There's no shame in it. So don't be afraid. And women too, this is also for you. Don't be afraid to love this person. Oh, I've been hurt so many times. How do I know that this person isn't going to hurt me? You don't. But how do you know if that person isn't going to love you if you can't let go? Let go. Don't be afraid. Love is like religion. I say this all the time. You trust in God that God has answered your prayers. It's a leap of faith. You have faith. You trust God. Thank you because I know you have answered. You don't know. He hasn't answered yet, but you trust that he answers. Your relationship should be the same way. You must trust and let go. Let go. I think one of the most important points I'm going to tell you tonight is also to be honest. Be honest. Even if that honesty is going to cause pain, short-term pain in your relationship, it's better out than in. Be honest, because lies, doubts, they kill your relationship. If you want it to cultivate and last long, be totally honest. Be open. You see, share your fears, share your doubts about yourself or even about the relationship. You see, sharing that builds mutual trust. Mutual trust is the foundation of any intimate relationship. So it always pays to guard and protect it, to let it grow. And lies are a way to kill your relationship. You see, lies have a nasty way of catching up with you, especially when you're telling them. They always come back to bite you in the rear. You see, there's a place for diplomacy, there's a place for kindness. But then, it's not necessary to tell your partner everything that you're feeling, but anything that has to do with them in that relationship that can be used to grow it and support it. Be open and honest, be raw, be real with your partner. Learn your partner's love language regarding anything. Know how to know what they feel and they care about. You see, misunderstandings are often the results of using the wrong language with your partner. You see, learn your partner's language, be honest with them. And also, don't take it too seriously. I mean, this life, we take things too seriously. It's like you watch a telenovela, you watch a Z World, and you think that's what Oh, Alejandro, I love Lola with all of my heart. It's, dude, be be playful in your relationship. Don't take it too seriously. Enjoy the ride. It's not about the destination, it's about the ride. Enjoy what you have right now. Live in the moment. You see, our job on this planet is to enjoy ourselves and to help as many others as we can to also share in that same enjoyment. One of the best ways of doing that is by loving another person, accepting that it will probably involve some bringing up a buried pain, of course, to the surface with plenty of projections and misinterpretations. The truth is, the fine line in it is that the art to take these things seriously and playfully at the same time. Find that balance. Humor. Enjoy the time with your partner. And just to reiterate that point, you also know how you enjoy it. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your partner. Grow together. Laugh together. Love together. Struggle together. That's how you cultivate your relationship to grow into something magical. This is still Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I'm going to open up the lines to you out there for you to call in, to share your thoughts. Tell me what you think. I just gave you a few pointers towards cultivating and growing your relationships. Maybe you have a question you want to ask me. Maybe there's something in your relationship that's troubling you and you're looking for a solution. Or maybe you just want to reach out to someone special and tell them how they make you feel. I'm going to open up the lines for you in a little bit to do so right after this break. So don't go anywhere. do things that you need to do on the social media site. But then you can also call in. The number to call still remains 081 8999 I'll take it again. 081 8999 Who's that special person that you call your heartbeat that you want to reach out to and just tell them how much they make you feel, how they make your heart skip a beat? Or what is that trouble in your relationship that you're looking for a solution to, you're looking for an answer to, that's been bothering you? Or maybe you have a question about tonight's topic. Call in and let's talk. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening. My name is Mike. Calling you from Kabusa.
Your name is what?
My name is Mike. Calling you from Kabusa.
Michael from Kabusa. Did I get that right?
Mikey.
Oh, Matthew from Kabusa. How's Kabusa this evening, my brother?
Yeah, Kabusa is okay. Kabusa is fine.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
Yeah, seriously, I just need a hookup.
All right. Matthew, I think what you're going to do is you're going to text your name and your details to this number so that we can have it on database and we'll see what we can do for you. Is that okay?
Okay, boss.
All right, then. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. The number still remains 081 8999 Call in, share your problems. Let's see what we can do here, whether we can do our part to help you get through. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yes, this is my first time caller.
First time caller, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Sadiq. I'm calling from Garimpa.
How's Guarimpa this evening, my brother?
It's very cool. It's okay. Thank God.
All right. Talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
Very good. I just love the program, and this is my first time to listen to the program. I just like it.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
But the problem here is now, it does for me not to get to find who I love.
Pardon?
I just like the program. So
Okay.
this program boosts my morale up. So it is time for me now to start searching for who to love.
Okay. It's not an easy thing because you have to kiss a lot of frogs to find your princess. So, but she's out there. She's out there. Just commit yourself. Commit yourself. Take it one step at a time. Just highlight your goals, your ideals, what you're looking for in a relationship. And I promise you're going to find that special person. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
It's God's gift.
God's gift. How are you doing this evening?
I'm fine, very well.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you?
I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
The question is that, what if you love a girl and you ask her to do what you want her to do, but she's still nag? Okay, let me ask you, how can you control a nagging woman? You tell her you don't like something and she still continue nagging, complain over nothing. And how can you handle that kind of woman?
Well, how long? You said a married woman. One, how long have you been married?
Should I say not married, but
Okay. But
4 years in a relationship.
4 years in a relationship. Well, the thing is, usually their complaint, a nagging or complaint comes from somewhere. And it also depends on what she's nagging about. The thing is, you can't control a person's character. You can't say, you can't say you're training them like a dog. I want you to stop nagging, or I want you to stop feeling the way you're feeling at this point in time. But what you can do is, with time and with open and frank communication, you can make things better. Now, it depends on what she's complaining about and where that complaint is coming from. Those are the aspects you need to also look at. If it's something that is consistent or if it's something that is, like you said it's irrelevant things that don't matter, you have to call her out on it. This is how it is. Have that frank, open conflict or that dialogue. My father will say there is nothing wrong in conflict. Conflict is a part of relationship. You can't please everybody, so you have to have that conversation with her to know where she's coming from and know how to resolve that issue. Because sometimes it could just be she seems like she's nagging or complaining about one thing. Yes, although I've talked about this, nagging is terrible in a relationship, but it's also maybe a cry or talk about something else, something beyond. So you have to sit down and be like, okay, look, let's understand each other. Where is this thing coming from? Be frank, be open, be real. Hello? It looks like we lost that call. The number to call is still 081 8999 1011. I'll take it again. 081 8999 1011. We're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to still have the lines open to you. So don't go anywhere. Before we do that, let me just quickly take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? Looks like hello. Welcome. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. I'm first-time caller.
Oh, first-time caller. Welcome to the program.
Kado Estate, yeah.
Kado Estate. What's your name? And where you're calling from Kado Estate. What's your name, ma'am?
Yeah, my name is Gloria.
Gloria. How is Gloria doing this evening?
I'm fine.
Fantastic. Talk to me, Gloria. What can I do for you this evening?
Yeah, my question is, what if you find out that your husband is dating your junior sister?
Ooh, wow, that is
Yeah,
terrible.
it's a reality something.
Wow.
So that's my question.
How did you find out that your husband is dating your? Did you catch him in the act? Was he sleeping with the sister? Or is it something that is insinuated?
No, what happened was that so my husband traveled. And somebody called me that my sister is with him, living in the same house with him. And my sister's supposed to be in school. So I called some people that I know, and they say yes, they're seeing her with my husband steady all the time. So at the time when I called her, I said, "What are you doing with my husband? Staying with him in one room?" And she said that she don't have anything to do in the school, that she just go there to meet. In short, the story is just too long, but at the end, I caught them red-handed.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they were denying me, but I caught them red-handed.
That is terrible. I think this is
even in this Abuja, I think there was a time I wanted to enter the house. The light was off. And I said to my husband, touching her, and it's like, they were playing. I just said, let me just let the people play your game, and let me see where it will end. Yeah, and that was it. So I said, let me ask you a question. It's just so terrible.
It's so terrible, especially with your sister, especially
with somebody that's...
No, that's terrible. This is something that you have to... I think you need to take it straight to the family. Maybe to his family, to your family, so that it can be addressed on the family matter. Because this is a marriage. This is your marriage, and this is your husband. Now, I'm not going to say the fault lies with your sister, or the fault squarely lies with your husband, because your husband made a vow to you. But then your sister also should know the love and bond between you and your husband. Now, this thing, it has to go straight to the family. To be honest, I'm not a supporter or a party to this kind of nonsense behavior, especially from a husband. Take it straight to the family. However it's going to be resolved, let it be resolved. If it means some sort of intervention, then that's the way forward, Gloria. I think that's the best option and answer I can give you at this point in time. The number to call is still 081 8999 1011. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Thanks. This is Alex, the guy that called you last Wednesday.
Okay.
the first time call last one I did told you that I should please hook him up with Sugar Mommy.
Yeah.
So since then I haven't heard from you. I've got
Yes, Alex. I'm working on finding you that special sugar mommy that you're looking for. It's going to take a little minute. Like we said, we have a database, and I got your info. I saved it, but you're going to have to give me a little time on that to get you that special sugar mommy that you're looking for. Yes, like I said, Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Going to take a little break. When we come back, we will take more of your calls, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling everyone.
hear the sound of my voice, you're still tuned to Heartbeat, a program dedicated to all the lovers out there. The number to call still remains 081 8999 1011. I'll take it again. 081 8999 1011. Feel free to call in, share your thoughts. Tonight we talked about cultivating your relationship towards lasting and going the distance. Things to do, tips for the trade. Call in and share your thoughts. What is troubling you this night that you're looking for an answer, solution to? Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hello. This was me, Vera.
Nicholas, how you doing?
I'm good, Vera. How are you?
Fine. I work. How cool?
Work is fantastic. How have you been and how's your work today?
Everything good.
All right. Talk to me,
I hope
Vera.
things are moving fine, right?
Things are okay. Things are good. Or at least I've heard from you, so my night is complete.
I hope this call is not too much there.
No. We're managing. Cold is everywhere, but we're managing. How are you?
Okay, I just came in. I heard your voice telling me to greet you.
Thank you so much, Vera.
I hope everything is okay, right?
Everything is fine.
Say hi, all the listener to me. Although the guy, I never see him, he's a kind of promising young man. But I believe I'm still hoping to see forward, something like that.
Don't worry, Vera. I'm organizing something very special for you. Don't worry about that. Valentine's Day is around the corner, so I'm organizing something very special for you.
Yeah, say hi to all the listeners for me.
They all here.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Vera. Take care, okay? All right. Yes, this is still Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. What's troubling you this evening that you're looking for a solution to? What question do you have about your relationship? Feel free to call in and share your thoughts. Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Evening.
Sorry, could you please turn down the volume of your radio set? Hello? It looks like you ended the call. Don't be shy. Feel free to call in. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening, my name is Destiny. I'm calling from Lugbe Federal Housing.
How is Lugbe this evening, my brother?
It's going well, thank God, my brother.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you?
I've been listening to your program with a very keen interest, and I love it. I'm a first-time caller.
Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Do you Okay, talk to me. I'm listening to you.
Well, I just like I told you, I'm calling for the first time, and
okay.
I need you to hook me up with a beautiful lady.
All right.
A God-fearing lady. And, a lady that I was fall in love with.
All right. My brother.
Yes,
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
live and I work in a private firm in Abuja.
Okay. You know what you're going to do for me, my brother? Text your name and your details. Text your name and your details to this number.
Okay.
Text your name.
What do you need in my details?
Details as in the kind of person you're looking for.
Okay.
All right. Text your name. Text the kind of, as in describe the kind of person on, what the person you're looking for. Text it to this line, and I'll put you into our database, and I'll see how I can link you up. I'll find the best match for you and give you that hookup. Is that okay?
All right. I think I'll send you a text message earlier.
All right then. Then you're in my database then.
Thank you.
All right, you're in my database. We're still crunching the numbers. There's still, we have to collate, and then I'll get you the link that you're looking for. Is that okay?
It's all right. I wish you a wonderful night, friend.
All right then. Thank you so much, my brother.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.
All right. The program is still Heartbeat, and of course, my name is Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I apologize. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
Hello.
What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Jen. I'm calling from Maitama.
Joy. Did you say Joy from Maitama?
Yes.
All right, then. How's Maitama this evening?
Maitama is doing well.
All right. Now, talk to me, sweetheart. What can I do for you?
Yeah. I want you to advise me. I have a family. I wanted to marry, but I think for the kind of person he's too jealous.
Okay.
Even with my family members, which I don't understand the kind of jealous. He don't want me to go to my sister's house. Even maybe my relatives or my friends, he likes to be busy always. He don't want me to associate with anyone. And I don't know the kind of person he is. And my brother is almost complaining that when he sees them outside, he don't like to greet them. Pretend like he don't know them. They're complaining and he's telling me that he wants to marry me, which I don't know. Should I go ahead or I should?
Joy. I don't care whether you love this person and this person says he loves you. If he's treating you like a prisoner and you're not even married yet, then if you marry him, that is a jail sentence, because that's for better for worse till death do ye part. And if he cannot change his ways, and at least we're even talking about going to see your sister. We're not talking about going to see another man. We're talking about going to see your sister. Joy, you can't. I don't think that's not a healthy relationship. If somebody is that jealous to the point of being controlling, then that's not a relationship. That's not a basis where 50-50 exists. I don't think. I'm not going to tell you don't marry this person, but I'll tell you, I think it's going to be a very, very, very miserable and bad idea if you do go ahead with this kind of a relationship. If he does not exhibit some level of trust, because jealousy, people like that, it means that they don't trust you. They don't trust you. They can't let go of their feelings, and they don't trust you. If your partner cannot trust that your feelings are being catered to by him, he wants you to trust him, but he doesn't trust you. He wants to be able to go and see his family and friends, but he doesn't want you to do the same. That's not caring. That's just jealousy, and that's not a healthy relationship. So, like I said, I'm not going to tell you don't, because I'm only speaking from what you're telling me. But what I will tell you is, if that is the situation in your relationship, I can assure you, you're going to have a very, very terrible marriage if you're married to this kind of person. If you're feeling this way right now, this is very good. Thank God he's even showing you who his true nature is. I don't think this is a good footing or a good start hold for a relationship or for a marriage.
All right.
Okay? All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, Joy. Take care, okay? All right.
Have a wonderful day.
You too, Joy. Thank you so much. This is still Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, and of course, this is Heartbeat. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
First caller, my name is Narok. I'm calling from Judu Airport Road.
How is Airport Road this evening, my brother?
It's very fine.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
And so I have
Hello?
for now, we cannot sit together again.
Wait, hello, my brother. Could you start again? I didn't hear the first part. Could you just start from the beginning, please?
We started together from junior to senior school.
Okay. Looks like that call cut. My brother, if you can hear me, please call back. The number is still 081-8999-1011. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
How is that doing?
Work is fantastic. How was yours?
Yes, I'm fine. This is Ojo from Lokogoma.
Ojo from Lokogoma. How's Lokogoma this evening, my brother?
Fine.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you?
Yes, I want to ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
I am 27 years old.
Okay.
And I am a full virgin.
You have a what?
I'm a virgin.
A virgin?
Yeah. So according to my doctor, he said there will be incest for me in the future. So I don't know what to do ever since I had that one.
There'll be what in the? I don't understand. According to your doctor, there's going to be what?
Yes. I went to my doctor. I explained things to him the way I see sometimes. And he said that in the future that I have that it will cause me a pain.
Wait. Let me understand this. You say you're 27. You say
27.
You have a virgin or you are a virgin?
I'm a virgin.
You are a virgin. Okay, you yourself, you're a virgin.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And you went to your doctor and he said by the time you have sex, it's going to be it's going to be painful in some way.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that's very accurate.
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate in any way, shape, or form. I mean, kudos to you for your virginity, and that's your choice, and that's very good. But I don't think if you decide to have sex or if you decide to keep yourself for that person, by the time you do have sex, I don't think you're going to have any kind of pain or it's not a medical issue. There are people that takes acts of celibacy and it doesn't do anything to them. I mean, yes, for a healthy male, it's good to, but I don't think it's not going to cause anything. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think what your doctor said is very accurate. I don't think there's anything attached to it.
Okay, so he even described a method for me to take in order to keep myself clean.
Keep yourself clean?
Yes, because sometimes, unlike during racism, wearing for, as in, I feel I'm in the mood. So this part of my stomach. So I have some pains there. So I complained this to him several times. So he gave me a drug to take that it is feeling that just that. So now I'm just being scared. No, I don't know what to do.
Ojo, to be honest, I'm not gonna like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I don't know the situation and I don't know if there's some sort of medical issue towards being, a virgin and wanting to then break your virginity. I don't think there's any kind of medical issue to that. But then this is also something that I think maybe you can also Google or also get a second opinion. Go meet another doctor and get the idea. It might be something, but to me, I don't think there's anything in that regard. But it is also important to get a second opinion. You don't just go with one doctor's opinion. You got a second opinion. Talk to, go online, Google the symptoms, the pain and the symptoms that you're having. Maybe you can get an idea of what it is. But in my own opinion, if you decide that you want to break your virginity or you want to get married or you want to make love, then I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't think it causes any kind of pain. You know that myth where a man will tell, sometimes you hear it, a man will tell a girl, oh, if I don't have sex, my inside, my stomach, that thing is a lie. It's rubbish. It's what men say to get what they want from women. It does nothing. It does nothing. You're total. I don't think that it does nothing, and I think you're in okay condition. I don't think it's going to cause any kind of medical situation in what they're saying like that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Ojo. Thank you so much.
Wonderful night.
All right, you too, Ojo. Thank you so much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and with that concludes our program for this evening. I want to thank all the callers who called in to share their thoughts, to share their ideas, to also express themselves and also seeking answers to questions. I hope that we here on Heartbeat have been able to prefer you with the answers and solutions that you're looking for. I also want to thank all the listeners out there who listen to this program, and I hope you've been able to benefit from what we talked about this evening, cultivating romance in your relationships. I hope we've been able to pass our message across and inspire you to let that love in your relationship grow. I want to thank the production team. I want to thank Blessed in the IT department and Mr. Cheeks in the visual department for streaming us live and making me look this good. Like what I said before, we here at Human Rights Radio, we stream all our programs. So you can go to our social media sites, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Like, subscribe, share. If there's an older program, a program you want to, maybe something during the day you heard, you can actually go back and check for all our content and watch it again and share with your friends. Like, subscribe, because without you, there is no us. Thank you so much. My name is Buchi, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And tonight, I want you to remember one very important thing. There is only one happiness in this life, and that is to love and be loved. Good night, everybody.